Asian women even like black guys. I cannot be the only one that think this. Asian women in America, I either see them with their own race or a white guy with money, or just some random white guy. I don't even fuck. I just know that I see them with any other race other than black.
There's been a lot of talk about black men dating Asian women. There are a few guys here online who have brought more depth to the conversation, especially when you live overseas. Shout out to the brother Sunshine Shoulders. He's a brother that lives in the Philippines, and he talks about black men and their relationships to Asian women. I've seen some of that also in Thailand. But in America, you don't really see a whole lot of Asian women and black men. And I think the reason why is, number one, because of the culture. And number two, well, you have a really strong, disciplined community amongst most Asians. They run their community sort of tight-knit. They're already high earning in capacity, the majority of them. So to bring somebody home that's not black, now white is typically acceptable. There's a lot of colorism in that. You really don't see it. Even in the hood. I went to Grant High School in Sacramento, California, in Del Paso Heights. And we had Asians in our community, but most of them were Laos or Hmong. And you didn't really see a whole lot of black people dealing with the Asians. I mean, we went to school with them. We liked them a lot and everything like that, but you just didn't see a whole bunch of dating. But this is different with our brother, Myles Garrett. Now, Myles Garrett has been trending on some of the blogs because he is dating a South Korean young lady by the name of Chloe Kim. She's a U.S. Olympic snowboarder, only 25 years old. And when you see like Chloe Kim and Myles Garrett like standing together, and they look like the complete odd couple for sure. I mean, Myles Garrett was the number one pick, in the NFL draft. He had 23 sacks last year. He's black. He's from the Dallas-Fort Worth area. Look like he could be with somebody that's also black, light skin, thick, but she's the complete opposite, right? She is slim, petite, small. Okay. And people are wondering, like, what is it about a brother like Myles Garrett that he's dealing with a woman like this? And just listen to how he talks about her.
Well, talk to me about after the Super Bowl, because a lot is happening over in Milan. Yep. And I know you have some interest in watching what's happening over in Milan,
a little
right?
bit.
A little bit.
Yeah.
Chloe Kim, your beautiful girlfriend, is over there competing. Are you headed there?
I am, absolutely. Finish up here Sunday, get back for about 12 hours, and I hit the road and go to see her.
Now, as you can see, our brother, Myles Garrett, he's very educated in how he talks. He went to Texas A&M. Obviously, it's a football school, but it's a good college to get into. And you can see that Myles Garrett, his demeanor, his infrastructure, it's not uncommon of a very well-rounded, educated black man who has been exposed at an early age, right? That's what he sounds like. Sounds like a brother's family. Now, his parents are both married. They raised 3 successful athletes, all right? So it makes sense. If you listen to how he talks, it makes sense. His mother, Audrey, was a track All-American at Hampton University and a doctoral candidate in strategic leadership. His father, Lawrence, worked as an educator and coach. All right. So this guy is not your normal dude, from the hood that grew up under less than stellar circumstances. That's not Myles Garrett. And when you come from an educated background as a black young man and your parents are educated, this is something that happened.
僕の左はゴジラです。右は怪獣ですよ。
And that says?
On my left hand is Godzilla. On my right is King of the Monsters. That's what I think I am.
So as you can see, our brother is speaking Japanese.
Down.
He is South Korean, his girlfriend. But he likes, he has Japanese fans. He may love anime. And so, going to Texas A&M, he already is from, Arlington area. So he probably went to school, probably was in a community where, he wasn't the only black person there. I mean, going to Texas A&M also helped. He's a brother that has a lot of traits as a black man. I'm going to say it here and it's controversial that many black women may not be able to understand. This is not to say that you don't have educated black women on the same level as Myles Garrett. Of course, you have the black elites all the time. You have blacks who are educated, who are exposed. What I am saying is that how a guy like him can get with a lady that's Asian and Japanese, being involved in the culture, he's a nerd. All right. And very many times in the black community, when you're a guy like Myles Garrett, and you may be the best defensive end in football right now with 23 sacks, but after the football season is over and you're a man that's well spoken, you're a man that likes different things in the black community. Well, a lot of black women may have a hard time being attracted to a man like that. A lot of brothers have to have that kind of neat energy, like I do. I mean, don't get me wrong. I'm educated myself, but I come from, in so many words, less than stellar circumstances. All right. So I'm from the hood. And so I have some elements of Pookie energy to me. So when I get around certain sisters that are educated or even very similar to me, I can turn that on. They can like that. They can appreciate about me, but not every black man can do that that's educated. And it's a complete mismatch for a lot of black men who are like Myles Garrett, especially black men who are late bloomers in life. Some black men that come up around black people, especially in some successful areas like DeSoto, Texas, and Dallas, Arlington. You can talk about PG County in Maryland, certain parts of New York City, greater Philadelphia on the East Coast, where you have a lot of successful blacks. Baltimore region, you have a lot of successful blacks there. The issue with all of this, my brothers and sisters, okay? The issue with all of this is that a lot of these black men are called corny, okay? And, hey, he's a nice guy. I think he's attractive. But you know what? He just doesn't do it for me, okay? And a lot of times, even educated black women who grew up in similar circumstances like him are the same way. I don't know how to not tell you this, but this is exactly what happens all the time. They say this all the time. You know what? He's a good brother. He's this, he's that. And then soon as the man moves on, he decides that he's going to go a different route. His girlfriend don't like an IG model. She don't have a big old BBL booty. And, he's looking for something that's a little bit different. Now people start questioning the black man's choice. And a lot of black men don't have a problem dating black women. They just don't typically fit in. Okay. And the issue is this, and I'm going to just keep saying this, and this comes from a black man that grew up in a black household. I grew up as a black Baptist. I still am a black Baptist. Black men with opportunities are not going to turn down things or opportunities that they can understand because they got to find a sister. A black man is not going to be sitting around waiting on you to get your life together, boo. They're not. Okay. I can tell you that right now. So if an Asian woman is there, everybody don't need a big booty. I'm going to tell you that right now. Some brothers do. Some brothers need a big old giant booty and the BBL and Stephon Diggs and it up. I like them big old booties too, but you don't need it. I can tell you right now, I went to Poland and I was around nothing but slim women a lot. I can tell you right now that just being around slim women in Poland, even though I wasn't dating Polish women, it changed my taste. And what can happen is she is as you get older? Does she give you some kind of peace? Do you have fun together? Can you talk? You start to prioritize all that, especially when you're playing, in National Football League, I would suggest, where it's dangerous, where you need your health and all that. Hey, listen, slowly but surely, it's a lot of black men that are going to the Philippines, that are going to Thailand right now. And those women don't have any body. I always hear black women talk about, the black man don't want to deal with you if you ain't got no big old booty. If you ain't got, that's a damn lie. That's a damn lie. If you ain't got no big old booty. Listen, a brother can work with whatever you got or don't got, and it will line you up. Quick, fast, in a hurry. Okay. What people are looking at is disposition. And when you get down to all of that, if a person feels, especially a man that is wealthy, that got money, that he can deal with somebody that knows how to handle his wealth, that can be a mate when he's popular, not have any kind of brand damaging issues as a lady, you could be fine as hell. You're gonna get beat every time. Not everybody gonna be dumb like Zion Williamson, and especially if these black men cannot relate to you or you cannot relate to them. They're not going to wait around and cry. 10 years ago in the black manosphere, black men, and I was one of them, were making a case, especially Obsidian Media Network. We want black women to come to the table to negotiate. That was 2015. 2026. This is 11 years. Black men are not interested in having those kind of discussions like they used to, from what I see. The new era of the black man has already accepted that it's all about me, just like women have. And when black men come with that sort of realization, it's all about me. What can I get out of it? Ain't no community-minded thinking in that. Ain't nothing in that. All they're going to do is go and look for their opportunities. And if that person is black, so be it. If that person is white, that person is Asian, and all of that, it will not matter. It's not going to matter. And when it doesn't matter, you will find out. You can be upset. You can be mad if you want. But largely, this is what's going to happen. And a lot of black women are going to have to understand that a lot of these black men who are educated and they may not be, in your honest opinion, so exciting. These are the guys who, as they get older, they age, they have money, they have a lot of value in their industry, in society, they're responsible. And if you can't match that and you get with somebody who's not like that, you then don't have the ability to come back and then blame this person. Well, you see, they're always selling out. They're this and that. Nobody wants to hear that. Well, guys, so you think it's your boy Oshay Duke Jackson back at it again. Another episode of The Celebrity Drunk. I appreciate you for all that you do. Subscribe to the bell. We're out.